Hey y'all, welcome to the Filling Station. It's a new day, another opportunity. I always say y'all to either make money in the market or to just learn from the market. But let me go ahead and give my disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. I just enjoy teaching people how to build generational wealth. And yes, the stock market is just one of those avenues. So this video is for educational purposes only. With that being said, let's get started. We are looking at the VIX, and looks as if the VIX has just been going sideways, or what I like to say, right, is creating a gathering spot right here. And pre-market supporters was around that 1672 area. We broke above that just a little bit, resting on the SPY BMA at the 1680 area as a support. And I always say, where are the trouble places? As of right now, 1688 will be a trouble place for the VIX. 1695, $17. Beyond the $17, $17.12, yeah, around the $17.14, $17.21. And if we break that, you can see where this was another zone here. If we break that $17.21 area, we could very well come back and retest the $17.38 or have trouble around $17.38, $17.39. If we break that level, $17.55. Now, can we come back to the downside for the VIX? We absolutely is what I like to say, right? Under 1671. We can have trouble around 1668, under 1668, 1663. That's kind of like a congestion area. I definitely would like to watch that area for the VIX. And if we come under the 1663 area, just know 1654, under 1654, we can come back to retest 1638, which is right here at the 1641, really close to the 200 EMA on this 30-minute chart. Again, I look at the VIX because it kind of gives me an idea of what's going on with the SPY. And I do apologize again if my charts are taking a little bit longer to load. We are still without power, but we are making the best with what we have. Let me say that. So we are now looking at the SPY, and SPY made a high of 574.57, which is interesting. Got rejected, came back down, and it seems as if we're creating a gathering spot or been trading in this zone here. So where are the trouble places? As of now, I would definitely watch that 573.31 area. Why? Because price has been in here for a while and it has been holding in that area. So 573.31. Now, is this going to be a hammer to take us back to the upside, this candle here? That's something to be mindful of also, right? So I always say, where the trouble places for the SPY. I would watch 573.46, above 573.46, 573.70, 573.94 area, above 573.93, 574.22, above 574.22, 574.40, and again here at 574.66 or 68. If we break that 574.68, we could very well come back to the 574.90. Now, those are going to be to the upside. Now, to the downside, trouble to the downside, 573.31. If we break under 573.31, we can come back to this 573.04, which is right here at 573. So that's really close, those two lines, right? So under that 573 area, 572.44, under 572.44, 572.63, under 572.63, 572.06, and as you can see, that's right where the ATR trailing stop is now at 572.08. Under 572.08, we can have trouble right here at this 200 EMA here, right at the 571.88 area. Now, if we break that 571.88, 571.59, just know that SPY has been finding support at this 569 area. I wanted to point that out because this, again, is the 30-minute chart. We came down here, we found support here. We came down, went up again, only to come, we found support here and made a strong move up yesterday. But I want to go to the 1 hour chart, just hopefully it worked. Yes, 1 hour chart. But as you can see here on 9/26, this was a support area for us. This area of 569, yes, 569.90. We have been in this area here, 569.90, for a strong support area for the SPY, in my opinion. Let me say that. So again, it wouldn't surprise me to, you know, get rejected at this some point and come back to that 569. And what's interesting is that's right where the 200 EMA is on this 1 hour chart. So again, I always say trade carefully, y'all, because in the market anything is possible, nothing is guaranteed. But those are places to the upside and to the downside for the SPY. I would definitely, if I traded the SPY today, I would watch that 569.90 area, because it was or has been strong support for the SPY. Again, I look at support and resistance on a much smaller scale, only because it helps me when I'm in the trade, right? I always want to know where are my trouble places. So we are now looking at Tesla, and Tesla seems to be having trouble around that 260, 270 area. Now, I always say where the trouble places. This is the gathering spot for us, which really is trading in this zone, because we've been there before, right? So trouble places for Tesla today to the upside, 260, 270. If we break above that 263.60, above 263.60, 264.07. If we break the 264.07 area, we could possibly have trouble 264.58. If we break that 264.58, just know 265.61. Again at 266.54. 267.54. I would definitely watch those places to the upside for Tesla. Now it looks like it's trying to break to the downside. Now if by chance we continue declining, I will watch the 262.03, under 262.03, 261.76. Under 261.76, we can come back to this area of 260.72, under 260.72, which is right here at 260.60, kind of close to that 200, that 20, I always say, yeah, close to that 50 EMA on this 30-minute chart. I do apologize. So under that 260.60 area for Tesla, I think it was the 260.60 is what was kind of getting me tongue-tied a little, but under that we can come back to 260.13, under 260.13, 259.76, and again around the 258.80 area for Tesla, under 258.80, 258.25, and back here at 257.19. That's a lot of support for Tesla between the 257.18-19 area all the way to 256.98. So I would definitely watch Tesla. We come to this area 1, 2, 3, 4 times. You know, we could very well come back down and continue declining. So again, if you trade Tesla today, I always say y'all trade carefully, right? So we are now looking at AMD. It looks as if 165.45 has been a high for us today. It closed at 164.08, so AMD is interesting today, right? It's finding support here at the 164.88, which is slightly under the 5 EMA. So I always say, where are the trouble places, right? So for AMD to the upside, if we break back above this 164.96 area, we can have trouble at 165.29. Again here at 165.45, 165.72. Again at 166.43. 166.77. Those are going to be trouble places to the upside for AMD. And if by chance we break to the downside, which, you know, it seems to be right there at support, 164.83, I will watch that. Under that, 164.52, 164.32, and 164.17. It's really close. So that's a lot of support for AMD in my opinion, right? So if we break under this level around the 164.21 area, we could very well come back to this level of support at 163.69. Under that, we can find support around 163.38, and under 163.38, 163.17. So I will watch those places to the upside and to the downside for AMD. I normally see the ATR trailing stop as a strong support or resistance area, so I would definitely watch the 163.17 as of now for AMD. Under that, we can come back to 162.72 and 162.32. 161.97 and 161.84. Those are places to the upside and to the downside that I will watch for AMD today. Now, NVDA looks as if we closed at 121.44, and it made a high of 122.25. Looks like it's moving to the upside. So as of now, we're creating a gathering spot. And again, I do apologize. It's taking a little bit longer for my charts to load, but we're doing the best, right, with what we have. So as of now, 121.11 is a trouble place for us. As you can see, that's where some sellers are right there, taking that price back to the downside. Support is 5 EMA, 121.97. So that's what's holding us up as of now. on this 30-minute chart, right? So where are the trouble places for NVIDIA? It would definitely need to break above 122.09, 122.28, 122.61, 122.84. Above 122.84, we can come back to 123.81, and it is probably something that's going to stop us out in this area here. So I would definitely watch between the 122.87 and the 123.82 or 83 area for NVIDIA to the upside. Now to the downside, where are the trouble places? Under this level of 121.75, we can come back to 121.49, 121.41, and as you can see, 121.46. All of those areas there, to me, that's like a strong support area. So I would definitely watch that. I would probably set my alert under this 121.35 to let me know it's broken through some layers of support for NVIDIA. Now continuing to the downside, if we break under this level of 121, let's say 41, 42 area, we could very well find support at 121.14, again at 120.88, 120.79, 120.62, which is right where that 200 EMA is. Now if we break that 120.62 area, we can come back to 120.24, which is the ATR trailing stop that's forming here. Again, there's a lot of support area here at the 120.22, 120.05, 119.99 or 96, and again at 119.76. So if we break that 119.76, we have broken through several layers of support, in my opinion, right? So if by chance we break that level of 119.76 area, we can come all the way back down to this 119.18 area, but I do see the 119.50 could very well be a support place. So 119.50 and then 119.17. So those are places for NVIDIA that I would watch to the upside and to the downside. Y'all, I say in the market, anything is possible. Nothing is guaranteed. Trade carefully today. You know, anything is possible. So I always say, y'all, once it goes against your why, get out, live the trade another day, set your stop losses. And if you don't use the stop losses and choose to use the mental loss, whatever you use, whatever you choose to use, just make sure you have the discipline to execute that. Let me say that. So yeah, I hope that everyone have a very profitable and very, very productive day. If you could please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Why? Because we learn and we grow together, y'all. We learn and grow together. And I always like to leave you with this: be blessed as well as a blessing unto others. And if you are affected by the hurricane in any way, I pray that you stay. Yes, I pray for you because I understand how that is. I do know how that is. Let's say that. So we're going to get through this. Let me say that we will get through this one day at a time. Until next time, y'all, be blessed as well as a blessing unto others.